Welcome to CodeEquestria's Nirvana Sparkle Week. Keep in mind that this is the first part of the top 26 episodes of Friendship is Magic as chosen by me. So it is a list of my opinion of the best episodes and doesn't reflect the opinion of any other one of the CodeEquestria family except me. And yes, this one is breaking the rules, and no copyright infringement nor money is going to be made from the making of this countdown because everything belongs to DHX Media and Hasbro, the lovely people over there, and they deserve all the credit. Leave your comments at the bottom of any of these videos that you are about to see with your own list. Remember, it's a list, so have fun with it. 65 wonderful episodes. So it's three seasons and one movie, although this list is not about the movie. It's about the return of the top 26. And what is it this time? It's my favorite Friendship is Magic episodes. So over the next 5 videos, strap in, get your quills ready, and go down memory lane as I turn 65 episodes into 26. This is going to be fun. Maybe it involves a party cannon, theme music. Yes, indeed, as the title of this thing does say, it's time for another top 26 list. And for anybody that watched my previous top 26 list on the top 26 games of 2012, you know why it's top 26. But just in case you're new to the CodeEquestria party, why 26? Well, that was the number of episodes of the original season of Code Lyoko. So it's kind of a lucky number round here. So here are the ground rules. Every season on this list is going to have one episode to represent it. Will be duplicates for although there will be multiple episodes from a certain season. Also, Equestria Girls does not count. So it's not on the list in any way, shape, or form. As well, at least one episode focusing on each member of the main six will be on the list. So, yes, at least one Applejack episode, one Rarity episode, so on and so forth. And this includes Spike. Yes, I'm counting him as part of the main cast. So at least one of the Spike episodes will be on this list. Also, here are my criteria for this list. It's based on the friendship lesson, the overall rewatchability of each episode, the writing execution, and yes, if it involves a song, it also gets added credit. So with that out of the way and everything explained for you, let's get let's get down to business, and let's count down the first 5 of these suckers. Number 26. Ah, yes, 26. What can I say about the bottom of this list? If this is the top 26 of MLP, then, well, let's be honest. It's got to start somewhere, right? The worst of the best. And quite frankly, I had trouble trying to figure out how I was going to do the first 5. But I figure I'd start this out with something that's going to become quite a trend on this list. And that, my friends, is simply this. Season 1 rules. So, in the spirit of that, the first episode of this list is none other than Applebuck season. Yes, I know. 26? Really? An Applejack episode? Well, yes. Well, mainly because it shows Applejack at her absolute worst. But we're entertained every minute of it, and we want her to come to her senses, and it's written beautifully well. It's the simple double lesson of getting your friends to help you when what you're trying to do is too big for you to do alone, and that whole stubborn pride thing. And it won't be the first time we'll be talking about stubborn pride on this list. But also, this episode gets credit for some of its more noticeable gags, like Applejack's lack of sight or lack of hearing that leads to cupcake poisoning, among other things. Plus, it's one of the only episodes in which Big Mac actually says more than 3 words out of his pie hole. So that gets credit for something, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And plus, the episode's early, which is surprising, seeing that I've viewed the episode at least 7 times, how well it holds up. That's why it gets the bottom of this list at 26.
Boy, howdy. I got my work cut out for me. That there is the biggest bumper crop of apples I ever laid eyes on.
Yep. Too big for you to handle on your own.
Come on, big brother. You'll need to rest up and get yourself better. I haven't met an apple orchard yet that I can't handle. Oops. Sorry.
What on earth is that pony doing?
Whoops.
Hey, Applejack! 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 Applejack!
Oh! Howdy, Twilight.
What is all this?
It's Applebuck season. Whoa!
Do you want some help?
Help? No way, no how.
But there's no way you can do it all on your own.
I wasn't feeling quite myself this morning.
Because you're working too hard and you need help.
What? Kelp? I don't need kelp. I don't even like seaweed.
Help! You need help!
Nothing doing, Twilight. I'm gonna prove to you, to every pony, that I can do this on my own.
Applejack, we need to talk.
What? Huh? Oh, it's you, Twilight. I know what you're gonna say, but the answer is still no.
Not to upset your apple cart, but you need help.
Hardy, har. And no, I don't.
Here, let me help.
Help? No, thanks. A little more. A little. There. I'll prove that this apple can handle these apples. Come on. Apples. Fall off.
AJ, I think you're beating a dead tree.
I knew that.
Action. All right, Applejack. Your apple bucking hasn't just caused you problems. It's overpropelled Pegasus, practically poisoned plenty of ponies, and terrorized bushels of brand new bouncing baby bunnies. I don't care what you say, you need help.
No, I don't. Look, I did it. I harvested the entire sweet apple acres without your help. How'd you like them apples?
Oh, how do you like them apples?
What all the apple kicking in the bonus in the
You're always there to help any pony in need, so maybe you can put a little of your stubborn pride aside and allow your friends to help you.
Okay, Twilight.
I am not taking no for an answer. What?
Yes, Twilight. Yes, please. I could really use your help.
25. '25 was yet another toughie. It's really hard when you have a show so great to sit there and rank them like this, especially how big the actual list is. I won't lie to you. Making this list was kind of difficult, especially at the bottom, which is surprising that one of my all-time favorite Fluttershy shows happens to be at the very bottom of this list. Now I know, putting your hoof down has a kind of some like it, some don't quality. Those that like it for the fact that Fluttershy is finally not being a pushover prick, and others hate it because of its extreme break of character. But it's matters of extreme break of character that show just how flexible a character can be if you allow it. Meriwether Williams might not be the most likable writer in this ragtag group of writers, but she's willing to take creative gambles, sometimes to utter failure and sometimes to success. This isn't her greatest episode, but it's the best of what she's got. This episode would be high on the list if it weren't for the fact that Fluttershy starts talking in the third person about midway through.
And new Fluttershy feels pretty stoked about new Fluttershy. Well, old Pinkie Pie feels really proud of new Fluttershy.
Here's one of my pet peeves. I hate when people talk in the third person. There's only one person on the planet Earth or Equestria or anywhere that should be able to talk in the third person. His name is Dwayne Johnson.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
If you are not he, then you do not speak in the third. Period. But Putting Earth down despite this gets the number 25 spot. And nice job, Hercule, for your voice work. Credit given where credit due.
Welcome, friends. My name is Iron Will, and today is the first day of your new life.
Number 24. Let me just say this outright. And I know for some of you, this might be a cue to the rest of you of where this list is going really quick. So let me get this confessional out of the way right now, this moment, before any of you on Google Plus decide to comment about it or talk to me over Twitter about it. Twilight Sparkle is my favorite pony. If you haven't figured that out by now via my pony alter ego, I love me the egghead of magic. Which should already tell you, her episodes are high. But not every Twilight episode is a winner, and trust me, there are plenty of them. And unfortunately, this one is the lowest of the bunch. It's about time. Yes, it's funny, it's comical, and it does a good job with the old time travel aesthetic. I mean, yes, Twilight does look like Solid Snake. All that you would need is the cigarette and the Otacon talking over the wave radio, and it would work perfectly. And the whole idea of Twilight's curiosity turning right into her signature OCD on Freaky Overload makes the episode funny and enjoyable at best. You could consider It's About Time to be a sequel-sode to another episode that is on this list, and I will tell you that episode is high up. But everything from Spike's not wanting to care about stuff so much that he wants to stuff himself with ice cream to Pinkie Pie's ninja skills.
I don't think we need to sneak around, Twilight. It's not illegal to walk around Canterlot.
Guard! Come on, you guys.
Everything about this episode just says fun with time travel. And the lesson's pretty good too. The Buddha not worrying about things a little bit too much.
I have something extremely important to tell you about the future, and I only have a few seconds, so you've got to listen. Whatever you do, don't waste your time worrying about. I can't believe I just did that.
Although, like I said before, there are episodes that put our latest Alicorn princess in a better light. But for right now, It's About Time clocks in. Ha ha ha. At 23. 22. Yes. Yes, 22. Once again, another episode from S1. one ends up here. It's pretty good, enough to get out of the bottom five. Yes, I know I'm gonna get criticized for putting it this low, but green isn't your color. Good episode, great lesson, great jokes, and the whole idea of breaking a pinky swear scares the living, well, hay out of me.
No, Pony breaks a pinky promise!
That running joke, combined with the rarity and Fluttershy combined plot of jealousy and envy, as well as not wanting to do something but doing it anyway, just to make your friend happy, is a great combined lesson. And it really shows, oddly, Rarity and Fluttershy at their absolute best. But the one thing that creeps me out, though, Pinkie Pie's serial killer face that she gives when biting into an apple to intimidate Twilight. It's kinda creepy. But all in all, this middle of the season winner gets number 22. And finally for this video, number 21. If this is the first 5, then this should tell you this is going to be an interesting list. Why? Because number 21 happens to be the first season 3er on this list. Yes, I know season 3 was short. Way short. But to be honest, to put Magic Duel at 21 tells you a lot. But the second episode, so to feature the great and powerful Trixie, this one certainly makes up for Ghostbusters' mistakes, and also turns Trixie into a legitimate threat, and especially in this episode, a character you love to hate.
You two, hurry up with my throne. And you, how long do I have to wait for my applesauce facial?
Forget it, Trixie. I ain't doing nothing till you let Twilight come home. Okay, I'll do it. Just make it stop.
I thought I told you to dance.
Trixie's cruel magic is ruining Ponyville. No! So, some pony has to help us.
I was bouncing around this episode and another episode for its spot on the list. But honestly, people might look at this episode as a Twilight-sode, but let's be honest, Trixie steals it, just like she did in Ghostbusters. and does it really incredibly well. And if this is the quality of episodes in the first 5, then you can just imagine what the next 20 have in store for you. Until next time, my fellow equestrians, live life by your own nirvana. And stay tuned all week as we go from 26 to 1. Thanks for paying attention.